A very good evening, and what a beautiful evening it is out there in the Bishan Stadium for our feature match of the week. Two teams in great form at the moment. Balestier Khalsa up against the current league leaders, the Lion City Sailors. Can the Tigers take the wind out of the Sailors' sail and make it 3 wins in a row? Or stick around and you will find out. Oh, there's more SPL football happening this evening over at the Jalan Besar Stadium. BG Tampines Rovers in action against Brunei DPMM. Tomorrow's match will see the still winless Hougang United entertain the Young Lions. And we already have one result from match week 8. 10-man Tanjong Pagar United condemning Albirex to their 5th consecutive loss last night. So as we take a look at the standings, you can see where Albirex Niigata is currently in 8th spot with just 3 points. Tanjong Pagar United taking advantage of that win to leapfrog the Young Lions into 6th place. And over at the top of the table, we've got the Lion City Sailors, BG Tampines Rovers. They are tied on 16 points. Balestier Khalsa, a win for them tonight will see them leapfrog Geylang International into 3rd spot. So, very good evening. Welcome to the SPL studio. I'm Colette Wong, and I'm delighted to be joined by Shasi Kumar. We're going to talk first and foremost about the big news from today, and that was the departure of Kazuaki Yoshinaga after that defeat to Tanjong Pagar last night, their 5th consecutive defeat. That was announced on their website. We're going to take a look at the announcement, a very short one, just to say that he has left the club by mutual consent, and coach Keiji Shigetomi, who was in charge of Albirex for 3 seasons between 2019 and 2021, will take over as the new head coach. So we know it was a very difficult season, start of the season for Albirex Niigata. They went through tremendous changes coming into 2024. How surprised are you by this decision?
Well, I think it's sad news for Singapore football, and particularly for Albirex Niigata, because we do know that King Kazu, as we affectionately call him, he has been absolutely brilliant for Albirex. You know, 4 titles, 4 league titles, Coach of the Year awards as well, and he's been excellent. And the way they played the game as well, totally dominated the game, scored loads of goals when he was around. Obviously, this season it has been a very, very tough start, an almost nightmare start to the season, and you know, it's a loss. You know, and even Ivan Rankovic, or Alex Rankovic from the LCS, spoke about this as well. You know, it's a sad loss for Singapore football, because he's done a lot for the local boys as well when the local players were playing for him even before this season. And almost always the coach goes, you know, and he takes the responsibilities, and I think at the back of their minds, I think the players will know that they have to take a little bit of responsibility as well. But yeah, it has been a very, very sad start to the season for them, but let's wish him all the best.
Absolutely. The writing was probably on the wall, and it might have been on the wall a couple of weeks ago, and you get the sense that King Kazu kind of knew what his fate was going to be a few weeks after the Geylang International match against Albirex Niigata. We're going to let you listen to a couple of sound bites by King Kazu, indicating that he probably knew that his time was nearing an end.
I'm sorry to our supporters. We will always be a strong Albirex.
Heartbreaking loss for you today as you concede 2 late goals to 10-man Tanjong Pagar. What are your reflections on the game?
Yeah, 本当に残念です。
All down to my lack of capability.
As you mentioned, he will be sorely missed. He is a 4-time SPL Coach of the Year. Where do Albirex Niigata go from here now?
Wow, you know, Shiga told me he comes in, and obviously I think he's won the league with them once already before. He has his work cut out for him. You know, I think that's very clear. He's got to get his players on side, but the good thing is he's been here before. He knows the scene, he knows the culture, but it's a big task. But I think mentality, I think, has got to improve. You know, I think they go into games taking the lead and then they crumble in the second half as well. And I think that part of it, I think he's got to work on that a little bit. So long season, difficult start for him.
All right, so Keiji Shigatomi, he takes over till the end of the season. Coach Kazuaki Yoshinaga has left Albirex Niigata. We are very sad to see him go, but that is life. As you said, Keiji has his work cut out for him. He only has a couple of days before Albirex have their next game, and that's against Balestier Khalsa coming up on the 18th of July on Thursday. Balestier Khalsa, of course, the focus of our conversation right now, because they are at home, match week 8 at the Bishan Stadium against the league leaders, Lion City Sailors. What a match we have on our hands here, Shasi. Talk to us about Balestier Khalsa, because they've had a very positive start to the season. No defeats in the last 3, only 1 defeat in 6 matches. What is the key to their good start, and can you pinpoint any one thing that has given them this push, this lift at the start? Well,
it's so difficult to just point at one particular reason, but I think there's been a couple of reasons. You know, one thing for sure has been the quality of their foreigners. You know, Fukashiro, Tanaka. You know, they've been excellent, and Alan Koza as well this season has you know, chipped in with goals and his performances as well, and the ability to create chances as well. You know, I think that's key, and with the side that they have, they're always going to create chances, you know, like I said. And obviously, they can do it in a couple of ways. One of the ways is this one, you know, from a set piece, a long throw. It's a weapon. Like I always said this about Madhu's throw. It's a weapon, and if they can score goals like this, so be it. You know, and we talk about foreigners. Ismail Sassi has chipped in as well with some good goals in there. Yeah, and the way they play the game, they always want to dominate. You know, obviously we can talk about the defensive side a lot, but they're a side made not to defend. You know, they want to just go out there, enjoy themselves, and I think
free-flowing football.
Exactly, and Peter Deru has made a big difference since he's come on last season, taking over from Akbar. And I just want to point this one out. Later on, we're going to talk about that poor defending from Tajeli. And yeah, you know, but they have been excellent. You know, Albirex, a good watch for their fans and for the neutrals as well.
Absolutely. That match, by the way, was a 4-2 win for Balestier over Brunei DPMM. Again, you know, they conceded within the first 5 minutes. In fact, they've been doing that a lot, and we will be discussing that if we have time a little bit later. Let's take a look at the formation, though, for Balestier Khalsa coming into this one against the Lion City Sailors. Hafiz, he is such a good watch, isn't he? So adventurous. But are there any outstanding changes here that Peter Deru has made? Yeah,
a couple of changes. Jordan Emma Aviwe, he comes in for Amir Hakim. I think he's good. He's been good for them in playing in that back three. Fudel comes in today for Darren, and he plays in that right wing back position. And we talk about the two in the middle. Sugita, I forgot to mention him as well. He's been excellent. And Tanaka is the other inclusion. He was out injured in the last game. Came on late in that second half. He takes over from Amir Ulden, who had a wonderful game as well last week. He scored a goal, and yeah, so that's the formation. They've kept their formation. It's 3-4-3, and that man there up top, the number 10, you know, he will be spearheading Balestier's attack today. Okay,
let me bring in Tanaka, because we saw a little bit of him last week. He didn't look 100% fit, truth be told, but how important is it to have him back?
Oh, very, very, you know, and I think he will be looking to prove something as well to LCS. You know, they let him go last season, but yeah, he is so big, so immense for them. He can score goals, he can create goals, he can hit, he can take it with his right foot, left foot, and it's his movement. His movement is so key, and you know, and if you are a midfielder, say Alan Koza or Sugita, it's so good to have him around because of his movement. It makes it so easy for you to play that pass. You know, and as a striker, that's what you want from him, and he's top quality.
And so effective with finishing 8 goals in 5 matches. Fantastic. So it's good to see him back as Balestier look for a 3rd win in a row as they face the Lion City Sailors. Easier said than done, of course, against the league leaders. LCS back to winning ways last week against Tanjong Pagar United, 3-0 for them there, for LCS. It was a win. It was 3 points in the bag. But Alex Rankovic didn't look very happy on the sidelines.
I don't think so. I didn't think he was happy, especially in that first half when they were quite sloppy. But you know what? I thought it was a professional performance. They got the win. This was so early on in the game when there was a mistake at the back with Said Akmal, but then they scored, and then you thought, okay, here we go again. It's going to be a 4, 5, 6. But then the performance dipped a little bit, and I think Rankovic was not happy with the intensity. I feel we could hear him shouting from where we were, and he was talking about pass the ball a little bit quicker. So it wasn't happening for them, and but in the end, that's what all good teams do. They score goals, they win games, and that's all it takes. And they just want to go on and move on. And I think today it's a big game, a difficult game as well against Balestier, who can score goals, who can hurt you. So it's going to be very interesting today.
Very interesting also because BG Tampines Rovers are also playing tonight against Brunei DPMM. Let's take a look at the LCS formation and starting 11. Of course, last week they were missing a couple of key players. Ramsala wasn't in the squad and Klaich was an unused substitute. But such is the strength in this side.
Absolutely. And Sergio Perez, I think he will come in and play at left back, and Van Huysen will go into right back because he can play on both sides. So that's a good thing. Adam Swandi keeps his place in place of Bart Ramsala, who we hear that he has a slight injury, and he scored a goal as well last week. Leonard T spearheading, and Song comes in for Shawal Anwar. That's a little bit of a surprise for me because I think Shawal has been outstanding for them, and whenever he plays, he scores and he contributes to the side. But just look at the bench: Anumandan, Lionel, Shawal, Bart Ramsala. That is strength in depth. And anytime you are in trouble, you can you've got that out of jail card, and they can bring them in anytime they want.
We talk so much about LCS and their attacking prowess and the firepower that they possess in this squad, but defensively they are practically airtight, aren't they?
Absolutely. I think they've been good, and I think Datkovic coming in, I think he's really done the business, and together with Bailey right in the middle, I think that combination is good. But individually, if you take a look at them, you look at Lionel when he was playing at right back, he's not right back. Individually, he can get a big gotten that. Sergio Perez playing at left back, I don't think he's a left back, so to speak. So I think individually you can get at them, but as a collective, I think they've been very good. I think maybe it's the communication part which Datkovic brings in, Bailey Wright brings in as well. You talk about Bailey Wright, I think sometimes there's a mistake waiting to happen as well. Bailey Wright, he's gotten a red card sometimes. So they're so good, but I think Geylang has shown that you can hurt them. And I think that's a kind of like a model for Balestier today.
Okay, we have about 45 seconds before I have to throw to a break, but I wanted to bring up Adam Swandi because with Bart Ramsala out injured, he came in last week and was named man of the match. Now, he's playing as well for a spot in the national team. He's doing himself a lot of credit here.
Yeah, exactly, and to come in and to score a goal. And I always say this about players coming in. You need to prove it. You need to make the coach's decision for the next game difficult. Give him a headache because then it's so difficult to leave you out. So when you come in, you got to show it. And I think last week he did the business, scored the goal. He wasn't spectacular, but obviously, when you score a goal, heads turn, and he's definitely giving Rankovic a headache there.
And he's starting again today, isn't he, Adam Swandi? Yes, absolutely. He is right there in the middle of the park. It's going to be very exciting, this match between Balestier and Lion City Stadiums. I'm expecting a lot of goals because they've been averaging more than 3 goals per match this season so far. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll hear from both coaches. And I also want to ask Shasi about that ace up Balestier's sleeve and the art behind the long throw. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We are 15 minutes to kick off at the Bishan Stadium for this one between Balestier and LCS. Can the Tigers make it 3 wins in 3? Well, a quick look at the recent history with LCS, and you might be doubtful that they can, because LCS had a perfect record against Balestier last season. 4 wins in 4 games. The Sailors sent 23 goals past the Tigers and conceded just 9. You have to go back to 2022 for the last time Balestier were able to take 3 points from the Sailors, and that was a very entertaining match indeed. Okay, let's hear from both coaches now ahead of this match, starting with Peter Deroux.
Peter, it's a battle at Bishan tonight against one of the strongest teams in the league. Looking forward to this challenge?
Yeah, I always look forward to our games, and obviously this is a special one. It's a team that wants to be a champion, so for us an opportunity to, you know, to test ourselves. So no, really looking forward to it. Yeah.
And you're disappointed last time out with your team's performance. What have you told them ahead of this, and what do you think would be the key to breaking the Sailors' unbeaten record?
Yeah, a bit similar as I think we spoke about last week. I mean, you can dominate all sorts of stats, but in the end, games are decided by moments, and I think we still have these moments that we're a little bit sloppy, not focused, you know, a cross at the second post and we lose our man, stuff like that. Obviously, a team like Lion City Sailors in particularly will punish you for that, even though they haven't even reached, I think, championship form, not at all. But you see in the game they played last week against Tanjung Pagar, even the games that they don't play well, they actually comfortably score goals. So yeah, we need to be very sharp today.
And last week we saw a couple of golden moments from Madhu. Do you think we can see some Madhu magic again tonight, perhaps?
Yeah, let's hope so. But in the end, as long as we, as a team, create a lot of magic moments and you know, make sure that our supporters go home proud of us, then I'll take that.
And speaking of the team, will we be seeing Jordan and Kodai back in the starting lineup?
Yeah, Darren will be out, but Kodai and Jordi will be back. Yeah.
Ranko, it's a different challenge tonight in Balestier. Firstly, players ready, rested and ready to go?
Yeah, we are ready. We had some minor problems with some injuries here and there, but the guys are ready. We are refreshed, so ready to go.
And it's been said that the past 2 games have been somewhat atypical. Will you be maintaining the status quo? What's the approach going into today? Yeah,
that's something that I heard also, and I'm not particularly familiar with what that means, because if you win 3-0, for me it's very good a result. And also I think you should give a little bit more credit to my guys. I mean, I'm not the one that should mention it, but these guys didn't lose for 17 games in a row, which is actually insane if you think about it. So sometimes you're gonna have some games that maybe are not 7-8-0 what everybody expects, but I think they deserve more respect.
And both teams with quality players, what do you foresee the biggest challenge tonight?
I think both teams have enough quality to score goals. I think the team that's going to allow less shots or goals, I think is going to come as a winner.
And it's a battle at Bishan tonight. Who will come up top?
We, of course, yeah.
So they're exuding confidence, and it's a real daunting task for Peter Deroux and Balestier Khalsa tonight. Of course, they're not perfect, I mean, but they are winning games even when they're not playing their best football, according to Peter Deroux. Where can Balestier look to expose LCS? Are there any weaknesses?
Well, there are a couple of things. You know, I think the model to follow is probably Geylang, who's done it this season with that one, that draw. So, you know, we often speak about Balestier and Bart Ramsla and Leonard T, but I think sometimes you got to stop it at the source, and that's what Bezekor did to Haris in that game. You know, they set traps for him, won the ball so high up the park, and then Bezekor scored. You know, so maybe that's one way. Out on the flanks as well, I think when Lestian gets the ball, you somehow think that you need to double team him, you know, show him on the outside instead of making him come inside. Easier said than done, obviously, and then sometimes you need to double team him. So that's the other one. And the other thing is we talk about Peter de Roo and his focus and his concentration about the players. Probably get a psychologist in quickly for the Balestier side, because I think they need to get that 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes right. And other than that, score goals.
Okay, simple, right? We heard our SPL reporter Tessa there ask about Madhu Mohana, and it is a great ace to have up your sleeve, isn't it? I mean, to have somebody who can create that. We saw him create 2 goals from throw-ins last week.
It looks almost like a free kick or a corner, you know, when he gets into those positions, and, you know, he does wonders, and he's perfected the technique as well. So there are different ways to do it as well. He can do it like a looping type of throw, and he can also do it like a flat throw, you know, so it's a weapon. But with that as well, you need players to challenge for it, you know, and that's where I think Amir Hakim came in last week. He came out tops, and this today he's got Tanaka as well. So that's a weapon for Balestier.
All right, good stuff. Now, don't forget, we have another match happening this evening at the Jalan Besar Stadium with BG Tampines Rovers up against DPMM from Brunei. We'll be keeping tabs on that one as well. But our focus here is at the Bishan Stadium. It's the battle at Bishan. That's where we'll be taking you after the break for the feature match of the week between Balestier Khalsa and the Lion City Sailors. Don't go anywhere.
It's a lovely Saturday evening here at Bishan Stadium. The Singapore Premier League tonight sees Balestier Khalsa take on Lion City Sailors. This is what they're terming the Battle of Bishan. And we have 2 teams here that have got almost 40 goals between them this season. Lots and lots of entertainment is expected. Let's hope it lives up to the hype. As we await the 2 teams now to come onto the pitch here. Lion City Sailors, top of the table, have not lost yet. 5 wins out of 6. The only blot on their copybook, a draw against Geylang International. As for Balestier Khalsa, they've had a very good start to the season as well. Only one defeat so far. That was to BG Tampines Rovers. They've had a couple of draws. 3 wins out of 6 for them so far. But just the way that they play, they could perhaps give the Sailors some trouble today, who were a little bit under par perhaps in their win against Tanjung Pagar United last time out, just last week. They got a 3-0 win, but it wasn't necessarily the most convincing. As we welcome Shasi Kumar here, has made a short jog from the studio into our commentary position. Shasi, a very good evening to you. And yeah, you heard there kind of a reaction as we see Andre Verolino, Ronnie Ko and Kasi Gopi Kana, our officials. Muhammad Shakawi Wahari is our 4th official there in VAR. We have Shadiq Al Hussein and Huang Xinjie. Yeah, you heard a little bit of a reaction there from Mr. Rankovic in charge of Lion City Sailors, as we take a look at the 3-4-3 formation here of Balestier Khalsa. That's what we are expecting, and 3 players have come in today. Kodai Tanaka, their top scorer, the defender Jordan Emaviwe, and the youngster Fudil Iyad, replacing Darren Tay, who's apparently got some confidence issues. We'll talk about that in a short while. Amir Hakim, who was brilliant on the end of those set pieces from Madi Mohana, and Amiruddin Nasraf, who scored a fantastic goal. They're all on the bench. Well, Peter Daru has really turned things around at Balestier Khalsa, kind of changed the DNA of the club, if you will, and has got them playing some very, very intriguing football. For Lion City Sailors, they make a couple of changes from that win against Tanjung Pagar, with Song Woo-young getting a start today. It's not often we see that. And the youngster from Spain, Sergio Perez, who will go into that left-back role. Lionel Tan makes ways on the bench, as does Shawal Anwar, which is a bit of a surprise. So your thoughts on the selections today?
Yeah, a couple of surprises, but I think the big one is Shawal Anwar for me, personally, because I thought whenever he started, he has been excellent, scoring goals as well, and totally justified his starts, but probably needs a rest, and the song comes in, and you can say not a bad the replacement. That's Alex Rankovic. And if you talk about, you spoke about Alex and Rankovic, about what he said pre-game. Yeah, I think I spoke about this before as well, and it was a professional performance. They had to go out there and get the win, and he's correct in a way, because you don't expect them to go out there and score 7 goals all the time.
That's a fair point. We'll come back to that. For now, we will have a minute of silence in memory of Muhammad Ali Amat, who passed away a couple of days ago, former Singapore international in the 1960s and 70s.
Affectionately as Ali Tonge to fans, the 82-year-old was a key member of the 1966 Asian Games squad. He also won 3 consecutive National Football League titles with Geylang International. Our thoughts and condolences go out to the family and loved ones. A moment of silence, please.
Fondly known as Ali Tongek, back in the 60s and 70s. He left an indelible mark with his towering stature, remarkable speed, and robust physicality on the field. Right, to matters on the pitch here. Yeah, I think, as you said, Shasi, a win is a win is a win. Sometimes people will look at the manner of the victory. They laboured. I mean, let's not make any bones about it. They didn't look at their very best, and as you said, they didn't need to be at their very best.
And I think Rankovic was on their case as well, especially in that first half. He was telling them to play it a little bit quicker. The passes were it wasn't at the required intensity, and so that was why he was a little bit frustrated. And even on the pitch, we talk about frustrations. I think there was a little bit of frustration between Thi and Balestier when Balestier went on his own and things like that. But that's football for you, and obviously the LCS fans, they expect them to do much better, and even the neutrals as well.
So kick-off here from Balestier Khalsa against Lion City Sailors. This could be a cracking one. That's cleared by Hafiz Ahmad. Goes up, knocks down as Haris Harun. Interesting that they have gone with Lionel Tan has been playing in sort of a... Well, that's a great ball, and it's offside. Lionel Tan has been playing at right back.
Yep.
They've taken him out of the equation today. Interesting that now they've got Sergio Perez in that left back role, and then Van Huysen moves across. Here's that offside.
Yeah, and this time round,
wow.
He was offside. And this time around, the players were in a good line, so to speak, but they just got to watch that because they've been punished before, especially against the young Lions in that straight ball that was played over the top. You don't want to be caught so early on in the game. We talk about focus and concentration. They need that in abundance today, Balestier.
I think that game here at Bishan, we saw Tanjung Pagar actually create quite a number of opportunities for themselves as well. When they did come forward against this LCS side, there were moments of vulnerability, weren't there?
Yeah, and I think individually, I don't think they're the best of defenders. We talk about Van Huysen, we talk about Lionel even playing at that right back position.
Yeah.
So you can create problems if you do go forward with lots of pace and intensity.
Shiro there was just throwing himself about. Maintain this Japanese flavour within the Balestier ranks. They've had that for a few years now.
I think it's very important, especially in those wide positions with Maxime Balestier, that obviously it's on Harith Kanadi's side, but Jordan Amaviwe has got to come across and to help his wing back out, and not just stay centrally.
There's Leonard D. Lovely little turn. Coming forward, Fukushiro, you've seen the run of Tanaka. Tries to get the ball up to him. Sailors have dealt with that quite well. Here comes Adam Swandi. Now Song Leong. He's got Perez on the outside if he wants. Perez in the side today. Obren Trajic is out with an injury at the moment. It's interesting to see as well, Darren Tay not in due to what was described as a confidence issue. Fukushiro looking to square the ball, will be a corner.
Yeah, he is so dangerous on these situations, the 1v1, because he's very skillful. He can go either side as well, and he can score goals.
Looking to try and get that out to him there.
Yeah, good closing
Sugita.
down from Sugita there. He has formed a good partnership in the middle of the park with Alan Koza. Sugita.
Jeez. Isn't that rule about not letting it bounce? Just get rid of it. Do something with it.
I think Emoviwe thought that he had more time than he had. And dealt with it. Help of Hafiz.
Here's Hamid Shahin. Now Haris Harun. This is Van Huysen. Very right down the middle to Leonard D. Emoviwe clears. Now Alan Koza. Tussling going in and around there. Ismail Sassi was fouled.
It was the foul there from Datkovic.
These quick balls out can cause problems. Sometimes they don't mind the odd long ball, do they, Lion City Sailors?
Yeah, I think they vary their game, and that's so important as well. You don't want to be predictable. Sometimes they do go long, and that's where I think they are a little bit more dangerous, because that long ball out gets Balestier away. Even Shawalano, when he plays. A good hold-up play there from Tanaka, winning his side of foul.
Here's Koza, back to Tajali. What do you make of Tajali being in that role he plays now?
I think he's played there before. You know,
Yeah.
I think he can play in centre back. He can play at right back as a right wing
He's
back
played
as well.
everywhere, hasn't he?
Yeah, anywhere in defence. So he's good to have in the side, but you know, just that concentration, he has been really found wanting this season. Last week, that goal that they conceded twice. One was from the cross, that first goal. He wasn't aware of what's happening behind him, and then that second goal as well. So poor.
Yeah, Tajali's been pretty much played every outfield position there is, up against his old club as well. Here he is now.
At that time, nicely done from Tajali. Read the play well.
Kind of figure of frustration, as Shasi mentioned, in that first half in particular last week. Perhaps what could be deemed a lack of intensity. Well, it was not the greatest of corners. Balestier managed to get some kind of shot in, blocked. It goes out wide to Chris Van Huysen again. Could be stretched now on the break. Here comes Balestier Khalsa. Fukashiro. Now Sugita. Slips it in back to Fukashiro. Gets a cross in. Well, he committed himself there. Oh, that's a wonderful save. Oh, I thought he got a touch on that. Zarfan. They looked vulnerable. Sassi with the shot.
Well, it was a good counter-attack, and for a moment there, I thought that the ball had gone out of play. There's this shove there from Sergio Perez. He does well to keep it in play for Kashiro, and Tanaka got on so low here, but what a shot this was, and it hit the bar. And the funny thing was, LCS had so many players in the box to deal with the situation, but they didn't.
It's moments like this are going to give Balestier a lot of confidence.
Yeah, but also moments like this, you can prove to, you know, be the difference, because you need to be clinical. You won't get 10, 15 chances against this LCS side.
That was an opportunity for sure, and that's actually the best opportunity of the match so far. It's fallen to Balestier Khalsa. Here's Datkovic. Van Huysen. Here's Haris Harun. Looks up, trying to find either Balestier or Lenati. That's a mistake from Jordan Emaviwe.
And he does well to make amends there after that first mistake. Don't want to be beaten 1v1 against Balestier. He does well there, but it's a throw-in for the LCS. That's good closing down from Tajali. Stop the cross. That's what he did. Nicely done.
Khalsa does well. Fudil. Here's Tanaka. Here's Khalsa. It's back to the Sailors, Song Woo-young. Now Perez. And Maviwa heads it away. Foul there on Fudil.
Very nicely done from Fudil there. The confidence to just push the ball to the side of Sergio Perez and then to collect it back. That very confident play. Gets the contact. So good from Fukashiro, very strong against a very strong Haris Harun as well, trying to win the ball, trying to nick it. Probably right hand over Fukashiro, conceding the free kick.
Fukashiro. Here's Fudil, promising here from Balestier Khalsa. That's a great bit of work. Oh, Ismail Sassi trying to be cheeky there. It's another chance.
Oh, that was a superb move. Well started from Fukashiro down this left-hand side, but that was a cheeky effort, but worth the effort as well. And I think Bailey Wright does well just to get that block in.
Actually, the best two chances so far have come to Balestier Khalsa.
Yeah, and listen, I think it's not surprising because just looking at the stats after 6 games, I was looking at some of the stats. Balestier's stats in terms of possession, much higher than LCS. Their stats in terms of progressive passes in the final third, much higher than LCS. So it's not really a surprise. And they've been very, very good today.
And if I'm not mistaken, if I recall, last week, they had less possession against Tanjung Pagar.
Yeah, and it's a funny stat because you would expect LCS to be dominant, especially in the possession front.
Right.
You know, and yeah.
It's a free kick here for Balestier. Look, it's a nice balanced match at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, but the two best chances, I would say, has fallen to Balestier. But that's the worry as well if you're Peter Deru. Do you want to be clinical? Do you want to take those chances?
Here's Tajali. Oh, he's really overhit that one, isn't he? What a waste for the... Well, the teammates have to run up there.
That's the word. It's a waste. Terrible ball over the top.
He finds Maxime Lestienne, who's not really got into this yet. Here's Madu. Alan Khalsa. Madu Mohana launches forward, looking for Fukashiro. Keeps it in, Fukashiro. Are they stretched again, Sailors? He gets past Bailey Wright. Dakovic does enough. Here's Hami Shahin.
At the moment, Van Huysen is finding it so difficult on this side with Fukashiro.
Perez. And it's safety first from Emma Viwe.
Yeah, it's that right decision from Jordan Viwe there, because he didn't exactly, wasn't sure what's happening behind him. He had to take the touch, because if he had missed this, ball would have gone to the lurking Balestier.
Weston was looking to try and take that one quickly. Good take by Hafiz.
Good, confident catch from the goalkeeper.
Just not a great ball, is it? To Harith. Another corner here for the Sailors. They're looking to try and crank up the pressure on their end.
Yeah, Sugita there, a little bit sloppy with the pass. Didn't give Harith a chance with that pass. And Van Huysen couldn't get that cross in. Corner though.
Again, Hafiz takes that confidently.
Nobody was attacking the ball, and easy for Hafiz for the second time in a row.
Surging forward, Kodai Tanaka. He'd love to score against his old club. Never really got a good run with them because of injury. Here's Fukashiro. He's got Sugita, but he doesn't take the option.
Great defending from Hami Shahin there, but still wanting back Balestier. It's Sugita.
Oh, just showed a little too much of the ball. Fukashiro, here's Leonard D. Look where he is.
Yeah, I was wondering.
That might be the most touches he's had so far.
Yeah, and it was because of the counter-attack from Balestier, so he had to drop and help out.
There's a confidence about this Balestier, isn't there?
Very much so. You know, it comes from winning, it comes from creating chances, comes from scoring goals.
And a lot of that, Shashi, has got to go down to what Peter de Roo has done with his club, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's a delightful ball from Lestien. It's Hami Shahin getting behind the defence for one of the few times they've managed to do that so far. Fudil has done well there.
He's done very well against Song there. Again, it was that diagonal ball. Quick ball out. They lost the ball in there. They tried to win it back quickly, but then lost out. What a pass this was. And just take a look at Lestien now again at the bottom of the picture. He doesn't stop. That's the thing. Attackingly, he just runs after playing the ball, giving an option, but good defending from Fudil.
Harris. Oh. There's been a few moments where it's got a little hairy. You can just see Kodai Tanaka wants his fellow forwards to push up with him. Well, he hasn't got past his man in a little while there, Song. Been pretty quiet for him as well.
Yeah, Fudil was first, and then Tajeli. Wonderful 1v1 defending, getting the better of Song. Should give them confidence. He's very smart there, just to clip the ball. Oh, Ismail Sassi, that's what he was saying, but there was contact.
Here's Van Huysen. Launched forward by Bailey Wright. Hafiz is there quick. He's done Well, tracking back here.
Again, for the second time, Sugita, a little bit sloppy. Playing a square ball that time, which wasn't really on because Jordan Amawiwe wasn't expecting it. He was behind him as well.
Dukovic. Good pace here by Song, who's trying to battle with Tajeli. And he says no foul, ref.
And again, good defending from Tajeli. Got in between of Song and the ball. And any contact, he go down because his starting position was much better.
How much contact was there?
Yeah, you can see what Song is trying to point out to the referee.
Sugita. Fukushiro. That was easy for him. He's taking a save out of Zarfan. It's 3 chances now. That was a long range one though. Now, could they be a bit vulnerable here if they can get into a good position? Song, now Lestien, 3 against 3. Perez, Leonard Tees in a good position. And that's drawn the first real save there from Hafiz, end-to-end now.
Yeah, good end-to-end stuff. Chances on both sides. Well worked again from the LCS. Hafiz does well.
Harith. Now Sugita. Ismail Sassi, lovely from him. Sugita! Oh, the ball was just too far away from Kodai Tanaka. What do you think? Do you think what about the ball?
I tell you what, that was almost, for me, in terms of move, the goal of the season he would have gotten in with if he got that right. Sugita with that cross. Superb move, wasn't it?
Ismail Sassi's a few flicks and tricks from him already. It's been good to watch. Tell you what, you were talking last week about a wily Frenchman in Bezcourt, or a couple of weeks ago, who caused all kinds of problems.
Yeah.
Could it be another one that does the business today?
Yeah, he could be today. And obviously, it's a long way to go.
What did you like about the way that Gelang deployed Bezcourt there that caused the issues?
Well, he was not in his favoured position because obviously Huzaifa isn't playing anymore because of the ACL. So he's in a much deeper position. But on that day, they were pressing a little bit high up the pitch. So they set traps for Hami Shaheen and Haris to get the ball. And then they started pressing. And it worked. And that's where they got that first goal from Bezcourt.
Quick throw in there from Lestien to T. Tajali's on hand to get the ball away. This has been very interesting watch so far. Just past the midway point of this first half. No goals yet between Balestier Khalsa and Lion City Sailors. And would you believe, if you've just joined us, it is Balestier who've had the best opportunities in this game.
Yeah, very much so. And somehow it's just not working, that final ball from LCS when they get into those positions. It's either intercepted or has been defended well on those 1v1 situations. That time round, Tajali with the interception.
Peter Daru not saying too much at the moment.
Clearance out there as far as Arif Kanadi. Here comes Balestier again.
Oh, he got something on that. Kodai Tanaka.
He's got offside. Balestier making those right moves in terms of ball possession and the final ball as well. Very good ball in. Getting it straight into an offside position, getting the better of Bailey Wright. There was a slip, in fact, from Bailey Wright. Zafan does well.
Zarfan. You can see that. Look at that press already from them.
Yeah, it's great play from Balestier. Good pressing. And they win a throw-in as well. Absolutely brilliant stuff. The ball, when it went out, you can see the positioning of Tanaka, Ismail Sassi, and even Fudale.
Sugita is giving the ball away.
You talk about Sugita, he has been one of their best players this season so far, but today he's already made a couple of 3 sloppy passes already. Here comes yes.
Oh, what a ball. Lovely control from Lestienne. Still Lestienne is trying to curl it in. It's not far away from the upright.
This is what they have to be really, really careful about. It's that first out ball. You know, sometimes we talk about... And you shouldn't be beaten from a straight ball like that. If you are Arif Kanadi, you should be able to know that the long ball is coming, you drop off. So when the ball comes across, you are the first man to the ball. And again, so basic.
Look at that run from Emma Viwe. Emma Viwe has got himself in a great position here, and he was looking to cross it in for Sassi.
Yeah, I think he wasn't confident enough to take it in. But here he comes again.
He does. We know that he has played centre forward before. And will be useful now on this corner.
Yeah, again, LCS under pressure. Good play again. Tanaka, so hard-working. Looks like he's shrugged off that injury he received 2 weeks ago to his hip area.
The 2 goal scorers from last week dropped to the bench today, Amir Hakim and Amiruddin Ashraf.
Yep. Yeah, Amiruddin did well last week. You know, very good goal as well.
Well, that is a little cheeky from Tajeli. Oh, that was curling in. Zarfan.
Yeah, I think the ball was intended for Jordan Emma Viwe. He had to be very sure, Zarfan.
Who's taking it? There we go. It's Harith Kanadi. Quite a few to aim at here. There is going to be a Balestier Khalsa change, which is, I'm sure, a real blow for them. That is a superb take from Zarfan. A couple of players are down, though.
Yeah, I think Madu Mohana took somebody out. I think it was Datkovic there. But it was great goalkeeping from Zarfan. Don't normally say that of him, but Madu just going in blindly there. That's why it was a foul. Zarfan wants to take it
We've been told that Sugita, remember earlier, he just had that knock earlier. He's down now, and it's a hamstring injury that carried over from last week, where he was subbed off at half-time. That's a big blow, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, probably not giving excuses, and that's why it was really pretty sloppy in that a couple of times already. But yeah, it's going to be a miss. Yeah, it's just that right hamstring, and again, it's an injury that you don't want to be taking chances with. And Ignatius, who came on last week and scored quite a wonderful goal himself.
Yes. Yeah, you've got a long campaign ahead, right, Shashi?
Yeah, of course. And you want to do the right thing.
That's a blow for Masahiro Sugita.
Big job for Ignatius coming on.
Ignatius Song is a seasoned campaigner himself, 31-year-old Singaporean. But he's a pretty tenacious player as well, isn't he?
Yeah, you think you want that experience as well, you know, coming against this LCS side.
Now, is he going to be in that same role that Sugita played? You'd imagine so. So we've got a goal. BG Tampines Rovers are 1-up against Brunei DPMM through Boris Kapitovic on the half-hour mark.
And every single time when Bailey Wright gets the ball, he seems to be just playing the ball forward, looking for Leonard T's run into the channels. Maybe they've seen something down the channels, and Hafiz does Hafiz things.
Yes. Someone gets away with it.
Good piece of acceleration for 3 meters or so.
Oh, that's carelessly given away. Hafiz off his line, which is probably what prompted this. He's having fun.
Yeah, he's entertaining the crowd and his fans as well, the Balestier's fans, and just got caught there, Balestier in the middle of the park.
Not sure what he was doing there, Alan Koza, but it's gone well out of play.
The ball intended for, this was the opportunity or the try of his.
Balestier. Now Van Huysen.
Good defending for Balestier. You know, Harith Kadadi 1v1 against Van Huysen, didn't panic. And then forces LCS to recycle.
It's interesting because we're hearing that on the sidelines, we'll come back to that, shot is blocked from Song. Oh, he's tried diving in there, Harith, but pulled out, perhaps, luckily for him.
Yeah, I think he was diving in onto the space where he expected Van Huysen to, you know, run onto.
So, yeah, I'm just being told that Peter Daru has told Harith, sorry, not Harith, Hafiz to cut that stuff out at the back. I'm sure that's not going to surprise you, Shashi.
Yeah, absolutely not. You know, and then
has he not thought about us, the fans, watching this? Come on, commentating on this.
Nah, he's thinking about his team, Shazad, and the 3 points, obviously.
But look, you've been there, you've coached at this level. I mean, if there's someone who's sort of a bit eccentric, and is it hard to rein in someone like that if they can't quite be who they want to be, their identity?
Yeah, it's difficult to stop them. You want them to actually show their personality.
Right.
But sometimes
within
things like
reason.
that, small little things like that, you know, you don't have to, because sometimes you concentrate too much on those things, and then your football is affected.
That's a fair point. So it's a balance.
Yeah, it's a balance, and you talk about being eccentric. Yeah, I'm sorry. It usually happens to the goalkeepers.
It is the goalkeepers, for sure. Hami Shahin is down at the moment here for the Sailors. Oh, that knee to knee, I think, with Sassi.
Yeah, it's the left knee. Just take a look at the replay here.
Oh, those are painful.
Oh, and it was overextension of the knee.
As well as a clash, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Let's hope it's nothing too serious.
Yeah, I overextended the left knee. Take a look at the replays again, and it doesn't look good.
How do you think he's feeling at the moment about things in these first 35 minutes?
Yeah, but again, we always talk about results. It's not happening at the moment, but even the performance at the moment, I think Balestier has had the better of the game in the first half. The chances that has been created, and he's having a chat with Harris and trying to sort things out, because obviously there's ways or something that's not right, especially going forward. So hopefully Hami Shahin is okay to continue.
So thumbs up for Hami right now. 10 minutes to half-time. Lion City Sailors haven't really tested Hafiz yet.
Well, Hafiz tested himself.
Yes, you're right. I think you made the point earlier as well, Shasi, that when you're playing against Lion City Sailors, you're not necessarily going to give yourself too many chances against them. They're the best defense in the league for a reason. And they've had, what, at least three very good opportunities, and they've not made the most of it. Is that going to come back and haunt them? Taking that quickly. Here's Ignatius out. Here's Harith. Now Fukashiro. Koza giving away. Well, Balestier has gone over to that left-hand side for a bit. Look at Ismail Sassi. Oh, that's behind Konai Tanaka. A lovely turn there from Haris Harun. I think Adam Swanee's down now, yeah. Could have been a late challenge there by Fudil.
A couple of challenges there, 3 challenges. Fudil, Tajali, and Alagoza all taking the players out. We got Adam Swanti down as well. Hami Shahin has gone down again. This is Tajali 1v1 against. This was the challenge on Sergio Perez on Fudil, and then Tajali takes Lestian out from the back. Alan Koza goes and take him out as well.
Okay. I thought the Fudil one was pretty bad as well.
Yeah, it was late. But Tajali has been shown the yellow card for the challenge on Lestian. And Swanti's okay.
They've also looked pretty comfortable at the back as well, haven't they, Shasi? I mean, only those quick transition balls up to Lestienne have stretched them.
Yeah.
And that has to be a concern, that you're not troubling the defence at all.
I think so. You know, I think in these games, you probably want to dominate the game, and obviously we've been spoiled with the players that they've got in, the quality players that they've got in, but you know, so far, at least in this game, things are not working at the moment. Good defending from Amavive.
Really well there. Sassi just tangling there with Haris Harun. It's not a great ball from Harith.
Yeah, Harith need to take better care of the ball, you know, not overdoing it in terms of forcing it. Keep possession if you are not sure. They will take this throw in. So far, Madhu has stayed behind.
Yeah, we haven't really, I guess not been really many opportunities for it. Koza. Tajeli. Gets onto that first.
Yeah, they're so laboured in possession, LCS. And Adam Swandi that time caught in possession. Talk about the intensity of the passes. They're not getting it right at the moment. Taking too long on the ball. And there again, Adam Swandi had the opportunity to play the ball forward for Leonard T. Doesn't play it back instead.
Tajeli surging forward. That's a decent ball. Oh, that was such a timely intervention. Had to get absolutely very right. Might have hurt himself in the process.
Oh, this was good play from Balestier. I think Tajeli did well here. That ball in was superb for Ismail Sassi. He does the right thing, trying to play it in, but that's great defending from the man there, Billy Wright. Superb defending.
He just crumpled his leg as he went in. It's the other way around, isn't it? It's the LCS defence that's being troubled in this first half.
Absolutely. It has been a wonderful first half for Balestier.
4 minutes to go in this first half, a compelling one. Zarfan gets enough on that. Fukushima, man, just thought about it. He does now, and oh dear.
Catch it cleanly, but I think that's the least you want from those positions. You don't want to be caught Fukashiro and then be counter-attacked. And you already see, I think I saw Bart Ramslap doing his warm-ups. I think he's coming in straight in the second half, you know. At the moment, it is not working.
4 attempts to 3, it says there. 3 on target for Balestier Khalsa. Just that one save that he had to make, and it wasn't the most troubling one for Hafiz. Yeah, you're right. Ramsala didn't play in the last game at all. He's on the bench for this one. They said, not quite sure whether he's fully recovered from his strain. Shasi heads off to the studio. Do stay with us at halftime. Colette Wong and Shasi Kumar will have highlights and analysis to go through. This was getting behind the defense again, Adam Swandi. The point being made there by Hafiz was that he didn't touch it. Hands on hips at the moment from Rankovic, I think tells you the story of how he is feeling at the moment. Right, who scored with that header last week. Pretty wayward this time. Not the greatest of kicks, but it hits a Balestier player there from Hafiz. Harris does well. Song out wide here to Lestienne, who's back on this right-hand side. Madu does enough. Into the final minute of this first half, we're going to have a couple minutes of added time. Gets enough on Hafiz. This song. Now Harris. The sweeper keeper is at play there in Hafiz. It's been effective so far. Leonard D. Song Woo-young, can they get a goal just before half time? Here's Fukushiro. Didn't really have too many options. I think he's frustrated with that. Fudil there, and D. Yeah, definite foul there by the German. Fudil didn't particularly appreciate it. 1 minute left. Maru looking for Korai Tanaka. Here's Van Huysen. Oh, that was careless ball. Be very, very interesting to see what changes, if any, will be made coming into the second half. Just heard Shashi Kumar talk about Pat Ramsala warming up on the sidelines. Leonard D making that run. Ball doesn't get to him. Balestier, of course, don't quite have the resources of their opponents. A very, very strong bench on the Lion City Sailors side. So Andre Verolino has seen enough and calls time on this first half, in which Balestier Khalsa have been the more dominant side. They've created excellent opportunities and might even go in to this break, ruining the chances that they could not put away. And their coach may have some words about that. Certainly you would feel Alexander Rankovic will too. It's half-time here at Bishan Stadium. Balestier Khalsa 0, Lion City Sailors 0. Do stay with us for a half-time show with Colette Wong and Shashi Kumar.
So make yourself right.
Hey, welcome back to the SPL studio. Colette Wong with Shasi Kumar, who is just running from the commentary booth. It is half-time at the Bishan Stadium. It is goalless at the moment between Balestier and Lion City Sailors. But you got to say, Balestier Khalsa have had the better of the chances today. Surprised?
A little bit. You know, I thought LCS would come out dominating the game, but it was the other way around. You know, I thought Balestier looked very comfortable. In possession, they were very good. Going forwards, they were good. They created some good chances as well. I thought they had the better chances.
And looked comfortable at the back as well. But let's take a look at the highlights and some of those chances that Shasi was talking about. And the first one coming in the 9th minute here, Shasi.
Yeah, for a moment he thought that the ball had gone out of play, but then Ismail Sassi picks the loose ball up, and what a shot this was, and it hits the bar. A little bit unlucky there, but yeah, I said it during commentary, they had more than enough players in the penalty area, the LCS, to really defend this properly. That was a shove, but then just gave it up, and then that cut back there, Tanaka going in with his head so down low, but yeah, good shot, good shot on target there.
Oh, Ismail Sassi is so dangerous inside the box, isn't he?
Absolutely, and I think this was so cheeky, trying to play the ball in from, again, this was a very good move as well. Ball from left to right, and then that cross, and Ismail Sassi doing a cheeky thing there, but couldn't come off.
Oh, that was in the 13th minute. 8 minutes later came this long-range effort by Fukushiro.
Yeah, good shot there. He took it nicely with his chest. A couple of touches, and then before letting it fly, good save from Zafan down low on his right.
Well, LCS had a couple of corner kicks that Hafiz saved very, very easily. So this was the first real opportunity LCS had. Leonard T in the 22nd.
Yeah, this was just a good ball, a short ball slipped in, but Hafiz does well to go down on his left-hand side. And then this was Balestier cutting inside his man and then going for that shot. And for a moment there, you thought,
yeah,
okay, here we go again.
Yes.
and it just went wide and got a little bit lucky there.
Yeah, LCS. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, that's all they need. They need one shot on target, and it could very well go in. Balestier Khalsa, on the other hand, they had their chances, and this was another one on the counter.
Well, this was a very good move on the counter attack, winning the ball in midfield. Tajali plays a very good ball for Ismail Sassi. And that first time ball was a very good one, you know, because he had to take it first time. He had to play it in that area where Tanaka would be in. Good defending from Bailey Wright. You know, he was in that position as a centre back. That is the least you would expect, and he does it so well.
Well, it's been a really, really good game of football out there at the Bishan Stadium, and you can see it's pretty even Stevens across the board. 3 good opportunities, I'd say, for Balestier Khalsa, but it could come back to haunt them, all those misses.
I think so. You know, if you just look at the possession stat, 50-50, you don't exactly know about that one. But yeah, you know, you talk about attempts, I thought Balestier had the better in terms of, you know, the quality of the chances that they had. They could have maybe scored 1 or 2. They could rule their chance, you know, of you know, the chance to score. They have to be clinical, you know, and we talked about this. LCS just need just one chance and they will punish you. So they got to be really, really careful, Balestier.
Now, you almost feel as if LCS should be playing a little bit better, maybe pushing, pressing a little bit more. What will we see from them in the second half?
I think they're going to make a substitution. You know, I see Bart Ramselaar doing his warm-up. I think they need to make a change. You know, either Aram Swandi or even Song has been below par. You know, make a change, and then the intensity has to go up a notch or 2-3 notches up. Okay.
Well, no goals at the Bishan Stadium, but there has been a goal at the Jalan Besar Stadium between BG Tampines Rovers and Brunei DPMM. We're going to have a look at that goal. It was scored in the 30th minute. Who else, Shasi, but Mr. Boris Kapitovic, and Rich Roshan Rai was saying this his 100th goal in all competitions for BG Tampines Rovers.
So ever reliable, Boris Kapitovic, in a tight space like that as well, and he took it so nicely. His first touch was so good. there, with his body, and then he's never going to miss from there, and that is the quality that Boris Kapitovic has in the penalty area, and if you give him a chance, he will score.
And how crucial could that goal be? Because if it remains as things stand at the moment, BG Championese Rovers will go above Lion City Sailors, but there is still 45 minutes of football left to be played. Just a reminder that it was 2-1 there. Tanjung Pagar United against Albirex Niigata in the match yesterday. Right, that's the end of our halftime show. What we're going to do is we're going to go for a little quick break, and then we'll be back at the Bishan Stadium for the second half between Balestier Khalsa and Lion City Sailors.
Back at Bishan Stadium, second half about to get underway here in the Singapore Premier League. Between this match between Balestier Khalsa and Lion City Sailors. No goals so far. There have been a number of chances, mainly for Balestier Khalsa. They have been good value thus far. Can they sustain this? You'd imagine there would be some kind of reaction here, Shashi, for Lion City Sailors.
Yeah,
after an under-par performance.
Yeah, and I'm quite surprised they haven't made any changes at halftime. You probably think at least one, but Balestier not surprised they haven't made any. And they had to make that enforced one in the first half with Sugita going out through a hamstring injury.
We're showing faith in the players out there for now. Alexander Rankovic. Let's see how long that lasts. In terms of game changers on the bench, you look at the likes of Shawal Anwar, Bart Ramsala, Hafiz Noor. We could all pick up the pace of things. It's been kind of a, is there a lack of urgency for you in many ways?
Don't know whether there's a lack of urgency. It's just so laboured. And maybe decision-making as well. I don't exactly know. And Aram Swandi was pretty poor in that first half, distribution-wise as well. Just dying for somebody to just lift up the intensity.
Here's Haris Harun. Here's Tony Dupkovic.
Obviously, another player that they could call on is Shawal Anwar. You know, I think whenever he's played, he's been outstanding. He can score goals as well and pick up the intensity.
Here's Madu. Fukushiro.
Not on the same wavelength there, just moments before. She saw play the ball into space for Lenati, but Lenati had run through the middle instead. Interesting to see Fukushiro playing in the middle and Ignatius going on the left-hand side. That's what Fukushiro did in that game last week. Shifted, drifted inside.
What do you think that does for Fukushiro?
Well, he played very well in that game, second half last week, so I don't think it's a problem for him.
Perez. Here's Hami. Now Haris Harun. In by Van Huysen, and the header from Lenati is wide.
Well, they've got to be careful there. Balestier, the ball coming in, driven across. And Moana, there you can see his actions. Thought that the ball will go over the top, but ball came a little bit shorter than expected. There after making the pass, says there's no movement up top, no one to pass the ball into. That's good play from Fukushiro.
Yeah, took that off Song Woo-young. Heavy touch from Tajeli. Adam Swandy goes out wide to Lestien. Lestien looks up. Across to Sergio Perez, who lofts that up. No problems for Hafiz.
Yeah, not a good ball there. It's lofted very high in the air. So much time for Hafiz to collect the ball.
Harris, that's really nice control initially from T.
It's a good tackle from Tajeli. Good defending as well. I don't exactly know whether he intended that. Ball just hit his head and turned out to be a superb first touch. You can see behind there, Bart Rob's line, I think it was Shawal Anwar as well, warming up.
Sometimes that just spurs the players on a little bit more on the pitch.
You have a point. Psychologically.
Oh, it's a high boot, that one. And that's going to be a yellow card for Chris Van Huysen.
Yeah, definitely a high boot there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get to this one. Contact on Fukashiro.
To his credit, he didn't make a meal of it.
Yeah.
Adam Swandy now to Lestien. Hamish Shahin, that was bobbling. Slightly better, maybe moving the ball around a bit better? What do you think?
I think so. I think so. I think there's a slight change to urgency as well, but I've seen some good defending as well, especially against Lestien.
Koza up to Harith Kanadi. There's not much to aim at.
Yeah, it needed to be a better ball. He only had Ismail Sassi to aim at, and probably that was the problem. Only one option, and he had to get it spot on.
Now Fudil.
Balestier didn't want to force it down the right-hand side. Oh, that's a good touch. Almost a good touch. Tanaka making the run. Didn't get the ball.
Changes to be made here. Triple change for Lion City Sailors. That's going to be the final contribution from Song Wei-young. And it's the three players that we talked about that could be game changers for Lion City Sailors are coming on. Bar Ramsala, Hafiz Noor and Shawal Anwar. Shawal is on for Chris Van Huysen.
Substitution for Lion City Sailors. Number 22 has been replaced by number 11, Hafiz Noor. 27, Adam
But Huysen obviously having gotten that yellow card. But Shawal and Bart Ramsla is the big ones.
Yeah, Adam Swandy replaced by Shawal Anwar. And Ramsla on for Song Wei-young.
Tanaka goes down. exactly know what happened there. So went in. Oh, that was Sergio Perez there. Probably a little bit late on Tanaka. There you go.
Not a good challenge from Perez.
That's what he says, and he has a point there.
Yeah.
If the referee takes a look at that one, it's a yellow card challenge as well.
Here's Perez looking for Leonard D. Hafiz gets it up towards Harith Kanadi. Perez, he's got that attacking instinct about him. But Ramsala, beautiful ball. Hafiz Ahmad there didn't leave his line, he was stuck. And that was a beautiful, that's kind of what's been missing, that little final bit of quality.
Yeah, it's a very important interception for Madhu. And Hami Shahin there, pulling Fukushiro back. Definitely a yellow card. Fukushiro needs to keep calm here, get on with it.
Now, is he not going to get booked himself for shoving Fukushiro? Because he too retaliated there.
You know, it's one of those things when you are the attacking player and you get just pulled back like that. It's in a very obvious way. You just get so frustrated. There you go. It's pulling it all, and he was very lucky that there wasn't any. Oh, his elbow didn't catch Hami Shahin's face or anything like that. Be really careful for Fukushiro.
As he escaped a booking, it would appear. Yeah, it looks just like the yellow for Hami. So here's Fudil. Yeah, they're also kind of lacking quality in that final ball, aren't they, Balestier Khalsa?
Yeah, exactly. And Fudil with a very
lovely towards Lestienne. Oh, that was important, wasn't it? That touch from Harith Kanadi. Ramsala. Now here's Lestienne. He's bringing that extra bit of quality in.
How cool was that from Madhu there, just chesting the ball back to his goalkeeper. But a couple of times already that Harith Kanadi has been caught with that ball into that space where Lestienne is. And so he's got to really be aware of his positioning, when to drop off, when to push up. Because that's the danger, into space. Nicely done for Balestier, out for the back. That's so superb from Ignatius. A simple ball, he got to play it out quicker earlier.
Here's Ramsala. Casual, it's been given away. Hafiz no! Flashes past the post. And Hafiz not happy with his players.
Again, not for the first time. Again, it was Ignatius giving the ball away. That's not a foul. And Hafiz nearly giving LCS the lead. It can't be sloppy here, Balestier. And do all the good work that they've done. At the moment, LCS dominating the second half.
They've just gone up a notch, haven't they? And it feels like the introduction as well of these fresh players, just giving them an extra little zip. Here's Balestier up to Leonard T. Now Ramsala, no one's around him. That's a brilliant goal. But Balestier Khalsa will look at themselves there as to who could have closed him down. What a finish from Bart Ramsala, who's kind of wincing, by the way, and he might need some treatment here.
Well, there's two things here. Number one, when the ball was played into Leonard T, I think it was Madhu's man, and he could have just gone across, get to him. Let's take a look at this. This will be checked, by the way, for that one there. Go to him, stop him from turning at least, and then look at the position of Bart Ramsala as well. He's so free in the penalty area. Stop this cross. You got to stop this cross in, and he takes it so easily there. It's...
How many players were around him? And all just became a bit static. That's his 5th goal of the season. They are checking at the moment. And it might be Shawal Anwar, they're just checking whether he is deemed to have interfered with play. Goal has been given. 1-0. And that's going to hurt a little bit. Balestier Khalsa, that...
Yeah, of course, and it's gone a little bit flat for them in the second half in terms of going forward. But I think we spoke about this as well. You just, you know, the LCS just need that one chance to score a goal, and that's the problem. And Balestier, again, we talk about concentration, you talk about this and that, then defensively, you got to do much better than that. It's basic defending. Leonard T goes out wide, it's Madhu's man, and he lets him turn, firstly, and then he lets him cross as well. So much time and space. And what a cameo appearance this is for Ramsala.
Absolutely. Comes on for, what, 10 minutes or so, gets a goal, and now heads off. But he's done the business. And because he's got the goal, you can afford to bring in someone like a Anu.
And this is the problem with hamstring injuries, isn't it? You know, sometimes you go 2 weeks off, and then you think, okay, you're right. But actually...
And that's why we saw Sugita go off as well.
Exactly. It's sad, isn't it, for Ramsala? But
absolutely
good goal that he scored as well.
Yeah, great finish. Done his job, hasn't he, Ramsala? But he is off.
Substitution for Rice City Sailors, number 10, Bart Ramsala has been replaced by number 6, Anumatan Kumar.
8 minutes he was on the pitch. That's all it needed. Now the issue here as well is Balestier Khalsa have to look at their bench. They think, what can we do now? Amruddin Ashraf, of course, is the one that they'll look at in terms of firepower. Here's Anu, his first touch. Here's Harris. Now Leonard D. Oh, he's found Balestier. That's a great ball. He's still on it somehow. Leonard D. And the follow-up from Perez. It comes off Foothill. Will be a corner.
Yeah, a couple of good blocks. The first one off Madhu, I think, and then the second one off Foothill. Good work from Balestier. I think he didn't control it well the first time when the ball was played across. Brought the ball out a little bit wider than he wanted.
That's a very wayward effort from Hami Shahin. They've kept it in though. Great work from Bailey Wright. That's going to be a Balestier throw.
Bailey Wright trying his luck there. Yeah, I think Balestier need to get their attacking players in the game now. It's been a very quiet second half.
Norikwan Uthman has scored an own goal there in the 62nd minute, which means BG Tampines Rovers are now 2-0 up against DPMM. That is top of the table. It's getting really tight between LCS and Tampines Rovers, BG Tampines Rovers, and well, for a while it was looking like team from the east was going to go clear at the top. Maris Haran has been given a yellow.
Another player goes down with hamstring issues.
Oh boy. They have got Martin Mann on the bench. Khalsa. Shadan. Could do with this some quality of finishing now. Balestier Khalsa. So he's okay for now, Hafiz. In a good position there. Oh, what a finish! Ismail Sassi. We were just talking about the finishing quality for Balestier Khalsa, and a moment there to savour. Balestier Khalsa are back in this match. What a goal that is for Ismail Sassi.
Well, I tell you what, it has come from Balestier's best player today. Right, he has been excellent. And he picks this ball out. This was the ball in from Tanaka, a little bit short, but he takes his past his man. And what a finish, a superb finish here. And it's 1-1, it's game on, and just takes it past Bailey Wright, or Datkovic rather. And the way he curled it home was just class. one thing on his mind, and look at that. Wonderful finish.
Man who played his football on the top flights of Cyprus and Tunisia. He played for the Tunisian national team. He's got some quality about him. That'll give them some real confidence now. And he needs to be a better ball from Ignatius Ang.
Well, Ignatius, I have to say, has been poor, especially in the second half. A couple of times giving the ball away under no pressure at all. What's happening here with Balestier and
Is there a foul there, Harith?
Harith. And the weird thing is, the assistant referee on that side was the closest, and he didn't see anything.
Kopikana there. Now, this is it. This is what we're seeing. Oh, that's right under the eye of the assistant.
Yeah, it's he should have seen, and it just...
That's a yellow card.
Yeah.
Wow, that's... from a Balestier point of view, you can see why they're disappointed with that. They're going to get caught out in possession here, perhaps, no?
Listen, that is the kind of foul which is good if you're a Balestier fan and you're a Balestier player. You know, just give away those fouls and then settle and organize. And
yeah.
I think from here on till the final whistle, they've got to be really smart about this, because they still have firepower, LCS, to score.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So defensively, they need to be smart about it. You know, when you win the ball, keep possession, and obviously with a chance that they might have, you got to score, punish LCS. But you know, it's anyone's game now.
From a neutral point of view, Shasi, 1-1 is probably a much fairer reflection of what we've seen, isn't it?
I guess so, in terms of the chances created in the second half. I think.
Here we go. Here, Leonard D. Oh, that is well over. Shasi, you're collecting a reel, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, and that will go in. As one of the 48 so far. Oh, this was actually well worked. Look at this climb from Shawal. Gets the better of Madhu, and again, Tajali caught napping.
Yeah.
And this, listen, this...
Someone of T's quality as well.
I was just about to say that. They got to do better, Balestier. They can't be caught sleeping. All the hard work just undone by poor marking or just poor tactically.
Yeah, this makes it really interesting, these next 20 minutes or so. For a big finish here, perhaps, at Bishan Stadium. That was an important challenge there. Here's Ignatius Ang. Now Fudil. Stayed strong there, Shawal.
Yeah, Shawal does well there, very strong in the challenge on Fudil. Will be wanting to prove something, Shawal, being out of the starting lineup. Manu, I don't think that was the best ball. Manu will play it safe. The Balestier bench furiously telling Fudil to drop, go down on the pitch. And that's cramps. At least they've got a couple of players who can't do the job in defense. They've got Darren, as you said, who's out due to some confidence problems. And of course, they've got Amir Hakim as well.
Could be handy if they bring the Madhu special throw in.
Yep. Amir Uldin is there as well. Very interesting to see who comes on.
Yeah, and Tajali could go into that wing-back position, right? Yep. Amir Hakim into one of those 3 centre-back roles.
I think that probably makes the best sense with with less than 20 minutes to go, normal time.
Is he going to continue here? As well there, Mviwe.
Challenge from Tajali.
Now Ignatius. Giving the ball away there, and Manu helps him clean up.
I haven't seen enough of Tanaka in the second half. They just want him to be in a position for that chance. You can be sure that if he does get into those situations, he will score.
Yeah, he's going to have some cramp again, it looks again, Fudil.
They're really struggling here.
The crowd not impressed, and we talked about it. Amir Hakim is indeed going to replace Fudil. Let's see what tweak they do here. Will he go into a wing-back role or not?
Has been replaced by number 30, Amir Hakim.
Yeah, I think Tajali is in Fudil's position.
Hakim gets onto that. Shawal.
He just found himself in a little bit of space, but I think this time around, Balestier's defense did enough to just push him off a little bit to a position where it's going to be ambitious to score from there.
Balestier trying to get past his man, waiting for the corner.
Good defending from Jordan Mviwe there. 1v1, pushed him outside. And as soon as he got to the outside, I think there's less problems for Balestier.
Now Sassi. Oh, that's a great ball. Ignatius.
Yeah, the bounce was always going to be difficult.
And Hamishan managed to dispossess him. Stretching this game now, perhaps.
Yeah, that's good double teaming. Ellen goes up, just identifying that it's going to be a little bit of a problem. Got a cross. Good energy from Hamir. Obviously, you would expect that just coming on. Another plays down.
Ami Shahin. Seen a lot of cramp cases in the last few weeks. Ami is going to go off. Haikal Pasha is going to come on.
Substitution for Leicester City Sailors. Number 60 has been replaced by number 23, Haikal Pasha.
Jordan Emery was always going to win there.
Fans willing them on here. So pirouette from Harith. Harith!
Well, why not? Did a brilliant skill there. This was the one. Oh, beautiful. Pass Shawal Anwar. Then went forward. Probably a pass for Tanaka. Went for it instead.
Possession now much more firmly in favour of the Lion City Sailors. Balestier. Here's Shawal. And it's coolly put out of play by Tajeli.
There's a little bit of problems there down that side. With Balestier again, he went for goal. This time around, getting the better of Harith Kanadi. Trying to do Ismail Sassi to the far post.
Correct.
Good save from Hafiz.
Oh, it's found its way in! Darkovic rises up. And they've got the goal inside the last 10. They said they've been better at set pieces this season, and so it's proved here.
Well, it was a free header, good delivery, and was it Madhu again? Beaten in the air, but again, sometimes I got a question, or was it Amir Hakim, but it doesn't matter because he did get a head to that one. And that's why sometimes, you know, you want to put a player on the post or both posts, because if that had been done, it would have been a goal.
That would have been set, yeah. Well, that is a big blow, but we know Balestier also set pieces can be a threat. And they've got a corner now. Can they finish? They can! Immediately after scoring, they concede again to Ismail Sassi. Well, you talked about defending at one end. How about this one?
Yeah, it's again poor from LCS in terms of the defending from the set piece. But Ismail Sassi again, man of the moment for Balestier Khalsa. I said this, he is clearly the best player for Balestier today. The ball comes in, that header, the flick on, and I don't know, I think it was Hafiz who didn't really deal with this. Or it was Shawal, and then Ismail Sassi does well there. Always alive to the situation. 2-2. What a finish we have to this game. And we looked at the replays. Don't see any problems in terms of offside. Letter T there. Just playing everyone onside.
Just checking this one out. It is fine. Well, we said there'll be goals in this, and it hasn't disappointed. Tell you what, Balestier Khalsa not just sitting back now. Here's Sassi, now Fukushiro. Oh, that was a dangerous ball.
Well, that was a very important interception from Sergio Perez there. With his right foot, took a swing at it.
Sassi, Fukushiro. Still Fukushiro.
A little bit unlucky there, Fukushiro. Oh, that's harsh on Fukushiro with a yellow card. He was going for the shot there.
Yeah, sure that's...
Didn't even really. There, he just pulled back. And it is a foul, but to show a yellow card for that, maybe a little bit harsh, but play goes on.
He's still shaking his head, Fukushiro.
Who has put in a very good shift as well in the middle of the park in the second half.
Down the line here. They come again. Michael Pasha.
Well, it does well to go inside, but in the end it was neither a cross or a shot. Going inside, Amir Hakim, double team with Tajeli there. It took a little bit of deflection there, but no complaints from Michael.
Anu.
More frustration for Lion City Sailors. Sergio Perez's ball overplayed, looking for Michael Pasha. He's the next best thing here. Don't want to be playing out.
We're going to get a late winner here at the Bishan Stadium. The great thing is they're both going for it. It's a poor ball out from Hafiz. Amir Hakim doesn't really get enough of a touch on it. Here's Haikal Pasha. Cheeky effort there from Shawal.
Yeah, he had to take it like that because very difficult to shuffle his feet. But Hafiz again, I think he did that. One of those games just a couple of weeks ago, playing the ball out. Got caught. Just keep it simple, play it high. Time running out, yeah. Is there time for either one of these sides to win it?
Ignatius Sang. Oh, was that the right option? Instead of going across the goal.
Yeah, I needed to be a little bit harder at the ball from Ignatius. To foot through it.
Harith has actually ended up giving, just about salvaging that.
Nicely done. Good turn of pace there from Harith Kanadi. So late on in the game.
Ignatius. Oh. It's given away. Alan Koza.
Wrong choice there from Alan Koza. Could have taken a shot. I think he's down with cramps as well.
Yeah, Khalsa's down.
His groin area, I think.
Kapitovic has got 2 for the night. It's 3 for BG Tampines Rovers.
Well, not great news for LCS.
Yeah, all right. Giving away to Harris. Oh, lovely ball. Oh, important interventions. Still Harris, though. Was there a foul? They're saying it's a penalty. Oh, into 90th minute. Harris Harrod is brought down.
Yeah, Balestier just panicked there. They just panicked. Let's take a look at here at Arif as he receives the ball. He turns his man, Arif. Oh, it's a sandwich there, Arif and Fukashiro. And it does look like it's a penalty. It's a penalty.
Fukashiro.
I love Balestier Khalsa. Yeah, my favorite team. Down in Kalin is a really good champion. And my coach Indra Sadhu is the best manager there is. Yeah. He's the best.
We're into added time here. Hafiz, can he pull off some heroics? By the way, there's going to be a change as well. Alan Khalsa is going to go off after this penalty, it would appear. Maxime Lestienne is the one stepping up here.
Substitution for Balestier Khalsa. Number 8, Alan Khalsa has been replaced.
So Alan Khalsa replaced by Amuddin Ashraf just now. Last minute change. Oh, he's done well there. He guessed the right way, the keeper. But he's on a hot streak at the moment. Maxime Lestienne, I think that's 6 games in a row now. And that's come right at the end of this match. 3-2, finally ahead again. Think now, guys, I think that's what he's saying.
Goal for Lion City Sailors, number 70, Maxime Balestier.
Oh, he was just caught out there. And Balestier has put this game to bed now. Oh, the flag has gone up belatedly for offside. Oh, that is a let-off. Well, it looked like everyone just got to sleep here. Oh, I'm not sure that's offside. Well, they just all committed themselves there, Balestier Khalsa. I'm not sure there was an offside in that. I think that goal is going to count. Well, these fans at the moment cheering. They've got a 3-2 lead at least. It's a goal, it counts. And Balestier just adds a bit of cream on top here. The icing on the cake. Put through by Ramsala, or rather T. And that is it, you feel. It's going to be a lot of added time, though, here. Right at the very end. That's going to sting for Balestier Khalsa. Yes, Sassi. Now Madu. Final for Kashira Badakovic. Well, it's gone down in the box here. They're asking for a penalty. They feel there should be a penalty here, Balestier Khalsa. They're wanting a check. Fukushira is really quite fiery at the moment. There is going to be an on-field review. That is not a good sign for LCS. Look now. Contact there of Fukashiro. Knee in the back, maybe, from Haiko Pasha. No contact on the ball from Haiko. Does appear to be a foul. He's not got anywhere near the ball, but he has taken out Fukashiro. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Fukashiro. A penalty, and there would still be a little bit more time after that. Wow, he's given a throw in. I thought that might well have been a penalty, but he's made his decision, Andre Verolino. And it's going to be a Madu special now. Does he really have time to be drying the ball? I guess it's, especially when you're trailing by 2. First one of the game, and it's come in the 100th minute. Here's Anu. Oh, it's 3 against 1. They're going to get it, surely. Oh, great save from the keeper. They can't sort themselves out here. I can't believe it. They've somehow managed to escape conceding a 5th. Amazing. Here's Leonard D. Madu, well, they're lining up here. That's a great save from Hafiz. And the shot from one Hafiz to another. Well, that brings to an end an extremely entertaining game. As we look back at the highlights here of the replay here of that last sequence of events. Well, it's been that kind of game, end-to-end stuff, lots of goals. He'll say they've got the 3 points, but it has not been a vintage LCS performance by any stretch. A much better second half, no doubt. But Balestier Khalsa must take plaudits for giving it a real go today. And it was only care of some late goals that gave the Sailors the 3 points. A penalty and then another goal from Maxime Lestienne. It ends here at the Bishan Stadium. Balestier Khalsa 2, Lion City Sailors 4. Let's head back to the studio now with Colette Wong and Shashi Kumar.
Wow, thank you very much, Shazad Haq. What a match that was. What a frantic finish at the Battle of Bishan. I mean, 6 goals, all of them coming in the second half, 2 of them in stoppage time as well. But in the end, Lion City Sailors running out 4-2 victors over Balestier Khalsa. A little bit of heartbreak, I think, or a lot of heartbreak for Balestier Khalsa, but What a match.
What a second half.
What a second
I
half.
think the goals kept flowing. A couple of penalty shouts as well in there. Even in those last moments, we thought we could have 3 more penalties in there. But yeah, second half, and I think Balestier maybe deserved a little bit more than that 4-2 result. But in the end, it's 3 points for LCS again.
Amazing stuff, wasn't it, at Bishan? For about 60 minutes, we weren't sure if we were going to get a goal. The second half started out very, very slow. And then on came Bart Ramsala, very, very briefly. But he came on, did the job, and made it 1-0 for the Sailors.
It was a brilliant cameo appearance, if you want to say it that way. But yeah, good finish, good first touch and a good finish. But was nicely picked out by Balestier. But a couple of mistakes there as well. The ball was played in. Madhu didn't go to tee fast enough, and then close him down, stop the cross from coming in. He didn't either. And then Bart Ramsala in the penalty area, so much time and so much space to actually control and then pick that one out, and a good finish in the end.
Absolutely. Balestier did well for 60 minutes to hold the Lion City Sailors at bay. But then 8 minutes later, up steps Ismail Sasi. What a goal!
Well, this was a classy finish from Sasi. I thought he was probably their best player, at least their best attacking player. He was so full of confidence in this game. And then he just picks this loose ball out and then just flicks it over Datkovic, who came across. This one here, nicely done. And then the coolness of just picking the corner out. Look at this, into the far corner. Brilliant finish.
That was such a lovely finish by them. But then Sailors went ahead in the 81st minute. Tony Datkovic from a corner.
Yeah, marking again, from a straightforward corner into the penalty area. He was in a good space, and clear header. And then no one on the post as well to stop it from going in. The ball just trickling in. Maybe Hafiz could have done a little bit better. And yeah, it was 2-1.
Yeah, and then right at the other end, 2 minutes later, from the corner, Balestier equalized again, and who else but Ismail Sasi?
Yeah, we talked about Balestier couldn't they couldn't defend a corner. LCS couldn't either, and the ball comes in, and then Shawal Anwar maybe just could have done better. Tanaka making really just making it difficult for Shawal, and then Sasi picking out that loose ball.
Well, this game was heading for a draw until this happened. Scramble inside the box. Harris goes down here. Penalty.
Yeah, to me, it was a clear penalty. I think they panicked a little bit. Balestier, a combination of Harith and Fukashiro in here. He does well, Harith. A good piece of skill, beating Harith Kanadi. And then there, you can see it was sandwiched between Fukashiro and Harith Kanadi.
Panic stations there, and Maxime Lestienne converts. And it's 3-2 to the Sailors, his 6th goal of the season.
Yeah, under pressure, Lestienne, but what pressure? He puts it right in the corner where, no goalkeeper's going to save that. Low, hard, and right at the corner. Lestienne making no mistakes.
Well, there was still plenty of time for another goal to come, and it did in stoppage time. What happened here?
Well, I think by then, Balestier, they've lost in terms of the discipline, because they wanted to go for that equalizing goal. Left acres of space behind. At first, he was called offside, but he wasn't. And Lestienne making it easy in the end. This ball in, the player that receives the ball, there you go, he wasn't offside. And then this ball played through for Lestienne. Lestienne was clearly onside. Good finish.
So 4-2 the final score at the Bishan Stadium. The Lion City Sailors, they stay top of the table thanks to another 3 points, this time against Balestier Khalsa. As we can have a look, a well-deserved victory when you look at the stats, given how much possession and how much they seem to control the game.
Exactly, and I think it was in the second half. I think they started the second half very well. LCS controlled the game, lots of possession, and then you look at the attempts as well, and most of it came in the second half, the 24. And in the end, we talked about being clinical, taking chances, and that's what LCS did, and then in the end, it was all about scoring goals, and they totally deserved that win.
A fantastic second half at the Bishan Stadium. 6 goals scored, and a 4-2 win for the Lion City Sailors over Balestier Khalsa. Heartache in the end for the Tigers. There was another game played at the Jalan Besar Stadium. We're going to show you the highlights here. Goals here as well. Let's have a look. The first one coming in the 29th minute. Who else but Boris Kapitovic?
Yeah, who else? Kapitovic very, very good first touch, and then very clinical in his finishing as well. You know what you're going to get from Boris Kapitovic.
His 100th goal in all competitions for Tampines. And then an own goal, unfortunately, at the other end. Norik 1, Othman, and it's 2-0 Tampines.
Yeah, unlucky from the cross. Norik wanted to clear it, but put it into the back of the net.
So unfortunate that was, but there was time for another goal, and it's Boris Kapitovic all by himself. Plenty of time. 3-0 the final score. BG Tampines Rovers. It's another 3 points for them.
Yeah, it was a good controlled finish as well from Boris Kapitovic, making it 2 for the night.
So as we can see here, these are the results so far from match week 8. Yesterday, we saw Tanjung Pagar United take out Albirex Niigata 2-1. And tonight there were victories for Lion City Sailors 4-2 over Balestier, Khalsa and BG Tampines Rovers with a home win over Brunei DPMM. So let's have a look at the impact that has had on the table. Not too much, 19 points for the Lion City Sailors and BG Tampines Rovers as they stay 1 and 2. Balestier Khalsa remain in 4th spots with their 2nd defeat of the season. Brunei DPMM just below them, 4 points back. So let's take a look at the remaining fixtures for match week 8. We just have the one game coming up tomorrow. Hougang United looking for their first win of the season. Can they get it? Well, they host the Young Lions, and that match, of course, is live at 6 p.m. tomorrow. And if you have the time, head on down to the Jalan Besar Stadium and catch that game live. Shasi, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. 6 goals scored, all of them coming in the second half. I hope you enjoyed that match at the Bishan Stadium. On behalf of all the crew here, take care, have a good week. Bye-bye for now.